Hi everyone, I'm meteorologist Evan Urani. We have started to see temperatures slide a bit after a heat wave. We have another one on the way, so this break from the heat won't last too long. It's mainly going to be Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and then toward this upcoming weekend, it'll return, that warmth. What we see outside right now is mainly an abundance of clouds through the morning. Clouds will break apart as we transition to the afternoon hours, especially the farther you are from the coast. That transition has, in many cases, already happened versus what we have along the immediate coast where the clouds are hanging on. Downtown San Diego over the next 12 hours will likely make it from the low 70s to the upper 70s. We had some 80s in play over the weekend and into yesterday even. What we noticed is that a heat advisory and extreme heat warning that were both in effect until 8 p.m. were allowed to expire as of yesterday evening. And that means we now get this more mild stretch of weather for Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday before another heat advisory and extreme heat warning will take effect starting on Thursday for the mountains and deserts. For Friday, that's the start day for our coastline and our inland valleys. So a little bit different depending on where you're at. This ridge is going to shift a little bit to the east. As it does so, we'll get this dip in temperatures. Humidity stays elevated, so that will be a top concern all the way through the weekend and into next week. Temperatures are near seasonal for most of the county. We're about 3 degrees above normal this afternoon along the coast, inland, and all the way out to the deserts. We're maybe 4 degrees above average. So despite the fact that temperatures are sliding from where they were over the weekend, we are still going to be in the above normal range. As this ridge shifts east, we get that relief for Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Then it shifts back closer to the coastline. It'll give us our next boost in temperatures starting on Friday. Temperatures are going to be warming up into the weekend. Saturday will likely be our warmest single day in the forecast. Additionally, heat alerts are going to go back into play. So that's the extreme heat warning and heat advisory that we had in effect that have now expired. That'll come back as we head toward the weekend. 86 this afternoon up in Fallbrook, 84 for Vista. Poway's going for 89 degrees, 79 in downtown San Diego, and 77 in Chula Vista. Remember to check in with a lifeguard if you are not an experienced surfer or swimmer. Not only do we have a high surf advisory, but also a coastal flooding advisory and a beach hazard statement, all telling the story of how intense those waves are. And of course, the full moon adding that additional pull, that astronomical pull on the moon, creating a higher tide than what we're used to. Still upper 70s by the coast between now and Thursday. Temperatures will warm up to the 80s starting on Friday, lasting through Sunday. 82 is our peak on Saturday. On Saturday inland, we'll get all the way up to 95 degrees. So if this afternoon is at 88 and we're about 3 degrees warmer than average, by Saturday we'll be about 10 degrees warmer than average, going for that 95 high. And again, our inland valleys will also see that extreme heat warning in effect. The mountains and deserts, their timing is a bit earlier. Theirs will go into play starting on Thursday. Temperatures climbing to 96 and then all the way up to 103 for the mountains by Saturday. The deserts around 110 today will climb to 117. Humidity stays in the forecast, so be prepared for more of the muggy conditions to continue. For the latest in the forecast, you can download our free app on your phone or TV. In the meantime, have a wonderful Tuesday and make sure to keep drinking plenty of water out there in the warmth.